My name is John, and over the last several weeks I've been investigating whether birds are actually drones controlled by the government. Local blogger Lee Balantine believes he has discovered the hidden truth behind birds. Lee believes he has visited the future and has been sent back to eradicate certain birds before the situation gets out of control. With his army of 100,000 followers, he wants to change the way that people perceive birds before it's too late.
When I was probably 16 or 15 and a half, more or less I went to the future. For about 3 or 4 months I was stuck in the Amazon rainforest in a village with a bunch of other survivors, and the world had pretty much been overrun, as per se, by our birds, mechanical creatures. You know, I've got the kids going on about the drones, the government drones of the birds, the whole thing. That's real. See, in the future they took over. There was so many. The government they made so many of them that they just flooded everything and they just ate all the food up. They didn't need it. They just. So I was taught things when I was 15 and a half, 16 or some shit, and then I was sent back to educate the public and try and make a difference.
So you've got you got the water powered sea gulls over there, yeah, right, more drones. That one over there is probably a real bird. You know, they're not all drones. That'd be fucking crazy, man. Yeah, all right, let's go find some more.
Phil Anderson, an American living in New Zealand, is one of Lee Balantine's most fervent supporters, spending most of his days out and about locating bird drones and running Q&A live streams for his own audience.
Hey everybody, I'm gonna start these video vlogs, covering all the crazy shit that the government doesn't want you to know about. Gotta keep you people informed about the stuff the government ain't telling you, you know, deep state lies and such.
We were lucky enough to be invited to Phil Anderson's house, where he was happy to be interviewed.
What makes you think Lee is telling the truth about bird drones?
Well, I mean, I know he's from the future and all. There's no disputing that.
How do you know that?
Well, because I'm a time traveler myself, sir.
Can you explain further?
Well, today is, what is it, like the 27th or something? Rest of my family back in America, it's the 26th for them. I'm a day in the future for my family.
Why do you think governments would want to spy on their people with bird drones?
It's deep state corporations, man. It's the deep state lies. They want you to think that they're not spying on us.
So, have you investigated this yourself at all?
I have indeed, sir.
Could you tell us more about that?
Well, I haven't found anything yet, but I will.
So I like to keep seismic booms around the whole yard. So if birds do happen to fly into the area, try and see what I'm up to. I just they really hate this stuff. What? They don't like the music. They don't like the music that much. It scares them off. We should probably get inside.
So, what have you got there?
This is a synthetic feather I acquired from the decommissioned cages.
The decommissioned cages?
This is the decommissioned cages. When something goes wrong with one of the surveillance drones, they give them a paint job and they leave them in these cages. This one, for example, is bright yellow. See that's not a color you would find out in the trees. because we would see it too easily. They've made it bright so they can see it and keep an eye on it in this cage. Maybe its battery was playing up. Maybe it tried to kill someone, you know.
Lee planned to take me deep into local bush, where he said a specific bird drone lived. According to Lee, if he was able to capture this bird, he may just well be able to save the future. This investigative piece was turning out to be the most questionable of my entire career.
The only different feature about it from other drones is it makes the sound of a train instead of like a regular bird. So I'm gonna call out using my specialized whistle, and hopefully it calls back to us, and then we can kill it. Okay.
You heard that, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely in this park. Yeah. Yeah.
Go on. Give it a whistle.
Run! So we've killed it, the old 1911, and yeah, this is an A300 model, basic surveillance drone, but it's got a couple mutations, the hat, and the train noise as well is not natural. It's using basic rechargeable batteries. And I mean, hopefully that I've killed it. The mutation side of it will sort of lever itself out, and the whole future where they take over won't happen. But we'll have to see about that, you know.
So yeah, as Mr. Balantine said in his on his blog.
After Lee's discovery of an actual bird drone, I arranged for Phil and Lee to meet at their local aviary as a thank you to both of them.
God, Mr. Balantine, it's a pleasure to meet you, sir. I read all your blogs, man. It's freaking amazing to see you, man. Oh my God, you're like my hero.
It's a pleasure to meet you too, Mr. Anderson. You're doing God's work, spreading my message among your fans as well, and it's going to be helpful for when the birds take over. The more people know now, the more preparation we're going to have for the future.
That's my thinking. The same, sir. You know, I read up on all of the daily info that you post. You know, I got to make sure that I'm up to date with it all. You know, I got to be prepared and everything. You know, so I can tell my followers who might not necessarily be following you, to, you know, spread the word. You know.
That's really good. That's what we need. Definitely. Yeah, you're a good man. You're a good soldier. Yeah.
Thank you. That means a lot.
That's all right, man. That's all right.
It was me, and I think the fact that there are so many claiming it.
Maybe they're lying to us. Maybe they're not. It's hard to tell. Lee Balantine has incriminating evidence that these people are spying on the populace. It's hard for us right now to make a stand against them. But what we do know for sure is that only time will tell.